Strasbourg versus Colmar, which Christmas market should you choose? Every winter, these two Alsatian cities attract visitors from all over the world, all searching for the magic of Christmas. They are often compared, sometimes even opposed, but in reality, they offer very different Christmas experiences. In this video, I'll take you first to Strasbourg, then to Colmar. I'll talk about their atmosphere, their differences, prices, transport, accommodation, and most importantly, I'll present the advantages and disadvantages of each city to help you make the right choice. Strasbourg, the capital of Christmas. Strasbourg is often called the capital of Christmas. It is home to the oldest Christmas market in France, and this title becomes obvious as soon as you enter the city center. The decorations are impressive, the streets are covered in lights, and the markets extend across a large part of the city. Christmas is not concentrated in one place. It is literally part of the urban landscape. With over 300 chalets spread across several iconic squares, Strasbourg offers an impressive variety of atmospheres. Each market has its own identity, allowing visitors to experience something new every day, even after several days in the city. On Place Broglie, one of Strasbourg's oldest markets, the atmosphere is traditional and elegant, with classic decorations and an authentic feel. Place de la Cathédrale is a spectacular market at the foot of Notre Dame Cathedral, mainly featuring Alsatian crafts in an absolutely stunning setting. And then there's Place Kleber, the symbolic heart of Christmas in Strasbourg, dominated by the giant Christmas tree and a festive, lively vibe that lets you feel the city's energy. There are also markets dedicated to local producers, gourmet specialties, and even the off-market, which has a more local and eco-friendly atmosphere. One of Strasbourg's biggest strengths is the feeling of experiencing Christmas on a grand scale, in a lively, cosmopolitan, and deeply festive city. However, this grandeur also has its downside. Crowds are very high, especially in the evenings and on weekends. You sometimes have to accept congestion, slower movement, and constant activity. For some, this is part of the charm. For others, it can quickly become tiring. Still, Strasbourg is very convenient to visit. The city is easily accessible, well connected by train, and has an excellent public transport network. Accommodation options are varied, making it easier to find lodging that fits different budgets, even though prices naturally rise as Christmas approaches. Colmar, Christmas like a fairy tale. Colmar offers a much more intimate experience. The smaller city seems almost designed for Christmas. Half-timbered houses, narrow streets, canals, and colorful facades create a naturally magical setting, enhanced by delicate lights and a warm atmosphere. The Christmas markets are spread across several small squares, creating a sense of gradual discovery. One of Colmar's biggest advantages is this soft and peaceful atmosphere, which invites visitors to take their time, stroll, and fully enjoy every moment. The city is extremely photogenic, and every walk feels like stepping into a postcard. However, Colmar also has some limitations. The number of markets is smaller, and the experience can be completed fairly quickly, sometimes in a single day. Since the city is very popular at Christmas, accommodation options are fewer and prices rise quickly. Booking well in advance is essential, otherwise you may have to stay outside the city. Accessibility is also slightly more complicated. Colmar is well connected by train but often requires a transfer, and local transport options are more limited than in a large city like Strasbourg. Atmosphere and prices, two different balances. In terms of atmosphere, Strasbourg impresses with its energy and intensity. People come to feel the Christmas buzz, participate in a big event, and enjoy a city constantly celebrating the holidays. Colmar, on the other hand, focuses on softness, charm, and poetry, offering a more contemplative and intimate experience. Regarding prices, Christmas markets are generally comparable in both cities, with typical rates for the tourist season. The difference is more noticeable in accommodation and ease of organizing the trip. Strasbourg offers more flexibility and options, whereas Colmar requires more planning and often a slightly higher budget. My tips for making the most of the Christmas markets. To really enjoy the Christmas markets in Alsace, a few tips can make all the difference. If possible, avoid weekends and aim for a weekday visit when the crowds are much more manageable. Markets are also more enjoyable in the late afternoon, just before nightfall, when the lights start turning on but the crowds haven't yet peaked. Book your accommodation as early as possible, especially if you plan to stay in Colmar. A good alternative is to stay in Strasbourg, which offers more options and better prices. Then take a quick train trip to Colmar. It's simple and fast. Dress warmly and comfortably. You'll be walking a lot and spending plenty of time outdoors. Good shoes and waterproof clothing make the experience far more pleasant. Finally, take the time to explore a bit off the main streets. In both Strasbourg and Colmar, it's often the smaller streets and lesser-known markets that offer the best surprises and most authentic moments. Strasbourg or Colmar. Strasbourg is ideal if you love lively festive atmospheres, want to stay several days, and prefer a destination that's easy to access with plenty of accommodation options. Its main drawback is the crowds, but for many that's part of the experience. An added benefit of staying in Strasbourg is that it's a large city full of history, worth visiting any time of year. Don't just focus on the Christmas markets. Explore the cathedral, the European Parliament, the numerous museums, and iconic neighborhoods like La Petite France and the Neustadt. Colmar is perfect if you dream of a fairy tale-like, romantic, and photogenic Christmas. If you like to take your time and prioritize quality over quantity. The downside is that you have to accept a shorter stay, a higher budget, and more planning. The advantage of Colmar is its proximity to other small villages with equally magical Christmas markets, which you can visit if you have a few days. Ideally, the two cities complement each other perfectly. Only 30 minutes apart by train, they let you experience two very different faces of Christmas in Alsace. If you want to explore each city in detail, I've also made a full video dedicated to Strasbourg's Christmas Market and another entirely focused on Colmar. The links to both videos are in the description. Don't forget to watch them after this one and tell me in the comments which one made you dream the most.